Is back to the phone in a moment, but we just heard about Trey Turner yesterday and the awesomeness. Let's hear that and more. A montage of last night's or yesterday's awesome Phillies win.
We're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage.
Swung on, hit deep, down the right field line, and that ball is gone. Into the lower seats, just over the railing, down the right field line, and Max Kepler with a home run, his 13th of the season. And the Phillies now lead it 3-1. The 0-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. There's number 12 for Jesus Luzardo. Grounded past Suarez into left field, a base hit. Marsh will come home and score. Bader is around to third, and Bryson Stott with his third hit of the day, and it's now 4-2 Phillies. Swinging a ground ball, right side, it's through. Onto the glove of Naylor, in to score is Stott. Here comes Turner, the throw, gets by at the plate, both runners score. Phillies lead it 7-2 as Schwarber takes second on the overthrow. Swinging a tapper towards the middle of the infield, Young backhand, the throw to first, not in time. It's a 5-hit game for Trey Turner. 9-2 Phillies. Swung on, hit high and deep, right field, and that is gone. Just cleared over the railing, first row. And Kyle Schwarber with home run number 45 puts an exclamation point on a series sweep for the Phillies. It's 11-2. It's a 5 RBI game for the major league leader. It's hit sharply, but right at second. Stott has it, fires to first, and the sweep is complete. Their fourth win in a row. 11-2 the final as the Phillies take all three from Seattle.
And just in dominant fashion, the bats get going. The best series of the season. Ben, would you agree with that? You think it was the best series of the season for the Phillies?
It was the best series in the last 5 years.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh,
They
man.
did everything right.
That is a statement right there.
They
wow.
did everything right. I mean, everything. They pitched it, they caught it, they ran the bases like wizards, and obviously they hit it. It was just remarkable to watch them play those 3 games.
So
incredible.
How much do you think, because we've talked a lot about the galvanizing force of the Wheeler injury and all that. I get in the moment, like this just happened, they're feeling it, there's all this emotion and stuff. How can they sustain this? How can they take this weekend, this moment, and prolong it so that it can carry them for the 2.5 months it would need to?
I think they can not try and make it better. It's like, I just hit a ball 450 feet. Next at bat, I'm going to go hit one 475. No, that 450 was good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just played really fundamental baseball, but they did it in such a fashion. They had 15 strikeouts over 3 games. That's it.
Yeah.
They had 15 strikeouts.
A 21-hit game, a 19-hit game.
But they struck out 45, and they had 48 hits in those 3 games.
Yeah.
They only had 15 strikeouts. The approach was, I played in Seattle with Danny Wilson, the manager for Seattle.
For the Seattle, yeah.
I played with him. He was my locker partner
Not
for 3
Buzz
years.
from WIP.
No.
Different Dan Wilson.
Correct.
Yes.
And I went in and talked to Danny yesterday before the game for about 45 minutes. And he was so impressed with the approach, the 2-strike approach. And that is something we have not seen out of the Phillies. At times we have. We saw it in the recent road trip when they went to Texas. And then they went to Cincinnati. It was completely different. So I think they have what they see now is, I think it's sustainable in the fact that they don't have to make it any better. They realize what they have and what they're built for, and that their time is now. And I think this whole Wheeler thing has kind of galvanized them and said, you know what, we're just human beings. That's all we are. But we get to play baseball at the highest level in a great city in front of the best fan base. And I think they kind of took that and ran with it.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm with you. And I do think, like we talked about before, John, that the galvanizing force, any sort of thing like this could be one. But Ben made an interesting point before about like stepping back and thinking about life and thinking about where these guys are in their careers and all that. And I think the specific injury to Wheeler, it being something that is, bigger than baseball, I do think that might even have a more profound impact than if it was just, we lost. I mean, losing Wheeler is going to have an impact, but I think that the way they lost Wheeler might be more profound because of what it makes them step back and think. You know what I mean?
I think when they step back now, they're playing like it could be taken away from them. And that's what they see in Zack Wheeler, and so it's that much more palpable and real in their experience. They didn't have to experience it themselves, but this guy that they love, the best pitcher, their leader, their guy who always has an answer, when we need him.
Yeah.
He's not able to do this thing anymore, and he might not, but no one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Yeah, and that's such a good point. I think that uncertainty has to add to all of it. And again, I think it's much John, I think that's such a good point of way of putting it of they feel like it could be taken away from them at any moment. I think you feel that more when it's a blood clot out of nowhere than like, oh, he tore his he's got to have Tommy John, like, because they're desensitized to that. Like, yeah, you use the guy for the year, but it's like, oh, we understand that. That happens to everybody. Like, I get it. This is something that feels so out of nowhere and so unexpected that I would think it hits harder in that way.
It's like this guy loves doing what he does for a living, but now he can't do it. But yet we still get to do it. So let's go out and make the most of it.
Totally. Yeah, it's fascinating.
No doubt.
215-592-9494 to chime in on all of it. Let's go back to the phones and talk to Jordan in Princeton. What up, Jordan?
What a great day at Citizens Bank Park yesterday. In addition to a beautiful Phillies performance, it was not 98 degrees. I did not get caught on the broadcast and outed to my coworkers for seeing a baseball
Good
game.
job, buddy. Good job.
So, yeah, that happened a couple of times this year. I can't say enough about how energized I feel after watching that game in person. I mean, pick any part of the team that you want to applaud. The approach at the plate showed discipline that I feel like I haven't seen, to Ben Davis's point, in 5 years. These were quality at-bats from everybody. No one's chasing.
Why were they doing it 5 years ago?
I don't think they
It's
were,
probably longer than 5 years.
Forever. we didn't see this since the 08-09 team.
Yeah.
And the feeling when these guys are stepping up into the box, it's they're looking to outdo each other. They're not even worried about Seattle. They're just worried about who's going to get more RBIs in this game than the next guy. And you could feel it sitting right by the dugout. Incredible energy coming from the dugout. I watched Kevin Long bear hug Harrison Bader and lift him off the ground while laughing. Like, that is what I want to see out of a team right now. That's how I want to see these guys coming together.
I've always
Absolutely
believed in the
fabulous day.
hitting is contagious thing. Like, I just believe that. Like, I do think that you want, like, when guys are hitting, everyone else hits. Like, I know it's like an ineffable thing. Like, there's
It's
not
a thing,
but it's real. Like,
Yeah.
my whole life playing baseball, when I played it, when I watched it, like, I've always believed hitting is contagious. Like,
I agree.
I think it's true.
How about throwing strikes is contagious? We had 3 starters, and not our prime starters, each throw double-digit strikes in this series. You know, I would always say, I've said on the show this week, you can get 2 or 3 things: starting pitching, your bullpen, and your offense. We actually put all 3 together when all of against us either recently or just a couple of months ago. I'll tell you, there was one thing that I did see yesterday that was hugely concerning, and that was Nick Castellanos' body language in the dugout.
That's
I have
interesting.
never seen a guy more miserable walking into the clubhouse after a sweep where you hit 45 times in 3 games. It looked like somebody peed in his cornflakes.
Well, I mean, Rob
left-
Thompson kind of did, I guess, right? Like, he's sitting games. He's not playing. Like, we saw how mad Nick got when he got pulled out of a game as a defensive replacement in the 9th inning of a game, and it led to a blow up and him getting benched for a game and all that. This is him sitting games. Like, you're not in the lineup today, pal. Take a seat. I'm not surprised by it. I think it's the right decision. Jordan, we're not there. That's something when you're in the ballpark, you can see body language and how someone is in the dugout a lot better and stuff. But that is super concerning to me. Like, I don't like the idea of Nick Castellanos pouting. Like, grow up, dude.
No, he looked like a problem yesterday, and I'm a fan of his. And when he's on, and he made some of the most consequential catches in recent Phillies memory to keep us alive in the playoffs. But I got to tell you, this platoon thing is not going to work for a guy like Nick Castellanos. They either got to play him or sit him, but that's going to be a growing problem.
Yeah,
in the
no,
clubhouse,
it's going to be fascinating.
in my opinion.
And he's a big part of that clubhouse. All right, Jordan, you got an answer for us?
I don't know if your daughter has seen this. It's an older movie at this point, but when I was a kid, Babe, That'll Do Pig. the
That'll
heroic
do,
farm
pig. Good answer. That's funny. So my daughter's not seen it, but we say "that'll do, pig" in our house 50 times a week. Like in every situation, my wife and I was like, "That'll do, pig." You know, so that is a
Put some pork on your fork.
There you go. Well, I was, wow, I would not go for talking about babe to eating babe, but sure, we can go that way. 215.
Why don't you ask Ben about Bambi?
Right, I know, yeah. Ben.
I used to think we were gonna eat my dog when she died. When I was a little kid, I remember thinking that's just what you did.
Oh,
like,
no.
we went out.
no.
My dad went out and he killed pheasants, and we would
man.
eat them. He would go kill
I
deer,
got it. You
and
just
we would eat them.
assumed. I get it.
I really did. I thought that it was a logical step.
That must have been
when
a really terrifying
when
thing to believe as a
Nikki,
child.
the
You're like
Brittany
hugging your dog, and
Spaniel
you're like, "Oh,
died,
God, I'm
that
gonna
we
have to
would
eat
eat
you."
her too.
Oh no!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I was a little kid.
It's Christmas.
And then she passed away, and I
And you
wasn't
didn't
sure
eat her.
if we ate her.
Oh my
and
God,
then
John.
and then this is unbelievable.
Don't we have a break
Hey,
soon?
think about this.
Please go to
Hold
break,
on.
James.
We would go to
No,
my
we don't
Uncle
wanna think
Kirby's
about it.
I'm just gonna
farm,
let it go.
and we would
We're just
pick
gonna let
out
this go.
a steer, and he would slaughter it for us, and we would eat that steer
Sure.
whole year, from the basement freezer. So then I just thought Sammy, the chocolate lab,
Chocolate being the operative word.
the
there.
chocolate lab was going to be on the menu
I'd
when
just
she
like to
passed
remind
away.
you that-
I can't.
I'd like to
man.
remind you that your fact this morning was that cows have best friends.
That's true.
know.
What, Rhea?
I know.
Thank you. Yeah. Wow. Young John Ritchie, weird kid.
I mean, how many paint chips did you eat?
215-592-9494.
We're living off the land.
To
man.
talk Phillies, Eagles, or John's childhood, if you want to call in and comment on that. We'll take those calls, 215-592. Now, if there is someone else out there who thought that you hate dogs, I'm dying to
Please
hear from
don't
you.
call.
I know, I want to know. I want to know if
I
John...
don't know if there
Because
is.
that's the point.
I really
think
don't know if there
It's
is.
actually possible that John is the only person in human history who has thought this way, so I'm intrigued to know if there's another one. 215-592-9494.